of years ago, this place was plagued by so many Whoonga users. It was no-go area, and people just... The word park had no meaning anymore because the Whoonga users, they occupied this place and made it their home. But now it is a breath of fresh air. The place is clean, there are people chilling and playing once again, which is really amazing considering what was happening. Can you please tell me what's your name?
Lucia.
Yeah. Sia, where do you stay?
Over in Albert Park.
You stay in Albert Park. I see you were playing around Albert Park.
Yes.
Do you enjoy playing around here?
Yes, a lot.
Were you always able to play here?
Not always.
What was the challenge?
It's people smoking Whoonga.
So you couldn't come here when they were smoking, when the Whoonga users were staying here?
Yes.
Was it dangerous?
Yes, a lot.
Alright. Can you tell me more when you're saying dangerous? What are you referring to? Like, have you heard of certain incidences or have you seen something?
They're not letting us play in one of the things where you play on.
The boys?
Yes.
So you were not allowed to play at that time?
Yes.
So are you saying that they were occupying the playing stuff?
Yes.
Were they threatening you? Like, what made you scared of coming here?
They were threatening me.
Seriously?
Yes.
How? What would they say? Can you recall?
I don't remember. It was a long time.
It was a long time.
Yes.
Okay. So when did you start coming? When did you start coming back here to play again?
About last month.
Last month. Okay. What made you come back?
Because I saw they were gone. They were not coming back.
Are you happy that they're gone?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Why?
Because we can play in all of the things.
Okay, so can you now say you are enjoying playing in Albert Park once again, and do you feel safe? Okay, that was Tim Kulu, who was just sharing his experience of being able to play once again in Albert Park because the Whoonga users, they are no longer residing in. My name is Thando Mbogazi from Creative Arts College. We just visited Albert Park where we saw the major transformation from what the park used to look like. It is now a beautiful park where children can play. We are now making our way to Dalton. Dalton, it is now called the new Whoonga Park. Not too sure about that, but you will tell. I'm with Nhlakanipho Cele, who has been a victim of the Whoonga users. Nhlakanipho, how are you doing?
I'm fine, very well, thank you.
You're right. Awungitshele nge-experience yakho, uke wabanjwa inkunzi, uke wahlaselwa abantwana abasebenzisa iWhoonga.
Yeah, apparently what happened is that ba break in emotweni yami, ne? And then bathatha isikhwama, bathatha zonke izinto. But eventually I was very angry, but what I decided to do, I communicated now. The fact that you know what, I come from far, you know, with an experience, you're cooler with adolescent stage, you know, and I approached them, and yeah, we communicated, and then we started the campaign here as Basis, and then that's how we got to help them.
Abantu abaningi bayabasaba abantwana abasebenzisa iWhoonga ngenxa yokuthi ke kuthiwa kunobungozi. Wena uthi wa communicate nabo. Yini yakunikeza isibindi ukwazi ucommunicate nabo?
You know what? Mainly it's because ngumfana, ne? And any into angijwayelanga ukusaba. I just confront. If something is, I'm like, I was brought up that way. I call order. Yeah, but so yeah, abantu abaningi bayasaba ukuya lapha nabafile ngathi ba victim. Mina I understand beyond that. Ukuthi ibona labantu ba ama victim kwayibona a drug. Someone somewhere is selling this thing kulaba bantu. So it's just a matter of to understand and spot the problem and work on the problem and approach it.
Yini yaklahlekela khathi kwenzeka lo incident?
They took my passport, my ID, my card bank, you know, and just an amount of 600 rand, which they paid back. Wow. You know, and yes, to that extent.
Okay, so azange bakwenze lutho, azange bakusambise.
No, I'm not that type. Eh? I'm sorry to say. Well, one thing that scares me though is that you'll find abantu bubathembile, you know, getting something out of this drug, you know, and perpetrating it more and more and more. Then that's where I get very, very scared. Amasondo, amaningi, they neglect this problem. Not just them, but the public, but yet it's the very same public also wama victim. You know, and whatnot. And yes, I don't think justice is doing much of this in this problem.
You know, to be able to assist abantwana labasebenzisa iwunga.
Firstly, is to listen to them. Give them a break and listen to them. You know, it's more like uzeli ingane ekhaya. You don't have this tendency yokuthi ngikhathelele ingane. Why do you do that? Ngoba usukuthi izokhuliswa uba. Then these are the results esiwatholayo. You understand? Because it's not all of them ababhemi. Some of them abama prostitutes. Some of them baphuza utshwala nje. But bahleli emgaqweni, and it's becoming a very serious case. Yeah, man.
Do you think uhulumeni wenza okwenele to be able ukuthi abantwana laba bakheke kubuye imilo?
Yes, I think uhulumeni is doing justice lapho, but a public esebenzela uhulumeni. Abantu, you know, I always have a problem when ngalabantu ama NPOs lawa afaka ama proposal ku government our fund, ne? And then yet bamba bayophuza ama for 15,000 and forget ingane.
Are you challenging ama NGOs in terms of ama objectives?
Exactly. Even ama rehabs, I think they have to put up igame yabo. I mean, akwazi ukuthi usitshela ukuthi sinama rehab amangaka, but sithole ingane more than 7,000 emgaqweni under the drains. You'll be very shocked ukuthi kunengane no 3 years. Ebhenyiswe wunga. What about that? But as we speak, we just need to pray and make sure ukuthi yonke into ihamba kahle.
Awusitshela kabanzi ngecampaign lo dikhuluma ngayo.
A campaign, it was on, it was just based with addiction, especially this a specific problem esinayo yewunga inyawupe, you know. We just wanted to hear them, only to find out ukuthi ibona bacela usizo la, you know. They're saying, guys, take off the hook as safun, but you'll find them very much forced. So some mashango mhlaka 29 sambisi memorandum nabo saya go mayor, but there was no response up until today. What we decided to do is that we gather together on Sundays, we pray together and motivate them, you know, and give them some food, give them some love. It's just just community service, that's all. Okay,
imemorandum leni submit ku mayor wagipi municipality.
Yes, and Sainika Ubabu Chonene, I think that's the secretary, ne? Or whatever, but some nigga, and he promised us within 7 days. They didn't, but only to find more than 8 that day, Zaf. And abanye babo balimele, abanye babo bashawe kakhulu. We are at least njengamanje trying to facilitate ukuthi bonke bayovula ama cases abo against the Metro Police, because they kidnap them, they hit them. I think it's just one way of perpetrating ukuthi ozani guys bemani kakhulu lento le. I mean, smoke this thing. I think that's the only way abanayo ukuthi babashaye bababhemise ngengane, because they'll lose customers if iASPASIZE ithole support from the public.
That was Unhlanganipho Cele. Thank you so much for your time and for sharing your experience, and all the best with the good work that you're doing.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Who want the progress and whatever they do. But I live spin kick, uppercut, fight kick like woo-ha. And my body pipi, yabi ya yuga. Utini well petty chainsaw, yes sir, so suga. It's a casella boga from rapper be whoonga. Spin kick, uppercut, flying kick like woo-ha. My underground is Tatamagata Yakumba. Utini well petty chainsaw, yes sir, so suga. Now I advise it like one rapper be whoonga. Lani petting a hip hop, don't cast some shit about Whoonga. Me, Whoonga the Gwen get rap, elevate to Papa Gwen, reason this gate like my ciphers, and Gobas Koshi Papale. What I see with different hip hop just makes me sick, and this too Lil Wayne is original. Yeah, all on Gondos. And I know why you hating on me. It's only fiscal. If you so dope, why you checking people's ARVs for? Mama, when the mic should be the worst crime. Or spend a good Whoonga the whole month, spend a one day in fucking airtime. Nothing per million to them corner, that's why it's done for them all. He keep up in my look shitty, that's why you don't tap at all. Tina se free, need an habit, popper. Good rapping it and born in see with us. Avenue popper. I'm doing so much money, I'm doing it proper. Man, gotta pay me,
Anomwe kipiti yako wote kutuzugindota critical temeti vana ezo tuzulindota mpetsi flow kule show kuzo tuzugindota tuzugindota I'm not sure mhlampa kubona ngringa mong bona mpetsa bengithatha mbophele insizwalana zonke inhlobo zikalagatha I like warasi belo hambeleleni ngoba funa empathalana enganoma picking market ngamthatha lona wadlala ngesikade bebe mntse mathubeni mnthatha ubheka ngibiza stand umshiye kujule na la ngakhona ngebulanda shama tete mathuneni indete matete mangifensizweni ngishaye hawo ingakamfuna ngenalazi ngifuna ono power irami njengenhlamvu ngidubula ngama ngifike empeni nginjengojamal kwatonga ngilokothi ujikisweni kushanele njengodoti mesiphosa ezibeni don't look me wait athera asikhona nisma lelenkomo liyadliwa kodwa lakufaka isando ngichopha ngiqopha umlando nakulento nginothando ungakhiphi ithi yakho kodwa kuduzuka indoda critical damage ufana izoduzula indoda ngiphethe flow kule show kuzoduzuka indoda kuduzuka indoda cause I'm long in this game afike izothe isikwelete fanele ngimchophe ngivele ngiphenduka isipelete qamuke sisube navela phume njengesiphetho engakafuna ukanona bengakho ngishaya isiqephe awuphengizela ngawazi ucathi ngangibinda ngizokhipha ngomnyango ngoba rust zongilenga kushuke njengensango mase ngivele ngiyakubhema ngifuna inkingala namune nkane ngizokuqema kushiye neska uzongathi
uhlezi netalent elingaka
yeah sure
manje uyafisa ukuthi uma sekhona ukusiza kuba umuntu uyafisa
yeah ngiyafisa
cha uyarapha ngempela
yeah bangafisa
abengithi uyadlala umuntu unetalent
angiqiniseki
manje mase kuthiwa
ngirapha ngexa ngenza yonke into
cha esona kethu manje sekukhona audition sengaba nothando lwa audition
yeah ngaba nalothando olukhulu futhi ngiyafisa nje yabo kwesikhathi isikhathi ngalokho ngishawe okay ngizofika phansi kwabantu mina ngenye indlela bona beclean be right angisabo ngibona ukuthi ngiyengikwazi
so ikuphi nje umuntu angakwenza ukukusiza ofuna ukukusiza yini angayenza ukukusiza
ngazama ukuthi angisize ngiphumelele kuphela ubhema vela nginendaba nakho into engayiyanga ngisho without ngithi ngize ngiye rehab ngisaba la ngongcono ngikule ngoba mase ngi rehab still futhi ngiqala phansi ngibhema futhi ngisaba la
ayikusiza rehab
irehab rehab kwesinye isikhathi abasiza bamina ngaze ngiyimpela rehab ukuthi mina ngiyetshela ukuthi into engifuna ukuyiyeka mina yabo ngithanda ukuthi ngiyekele mina myself ngithaba lonto without ukuthi ngize ngiye kuma rehab ngoba mase ngiye rehab ngavele kufana nokuthi ngiyonciphisa idoza ngithaba ngibona okay right sengi-right mukade ayigcina le ndawo lena ubuye ukhumbula ngithi ngizohamba nge-rehab mase ngikhumbula ukuthi okay khona abangani bami kade ngabagcina kumele ngihambe ngiyobabona ngithi
uyakhumbula la
mukade wayigcina le ndawo le ziyakhumbuleka kahle kwesinye isikhathi abangani kuphela labaduphila nabo ngithi abalonto yabo manje musufika lana uzobabona abangani bakhe ngithi bona basabhema nosabhema ngithi athi mngana khatha shine idame lodwa phela sokusivele arrost ngeze kushaya yabo uthatha idame wena ubhema ngithi abalonto ebhemeni kwakho lapho uzoyeza ukuthi okay right simnandi ngale ndlela manje ngithi abalonto simnandi kakhulu manje qale phansi futhi lokho uqhubeke nokubhema ngithi abo yazi uzobhema lelo dame lelo bhemeli uphinde ubhemele esathu futhi les4 yabo akusasa yakushaya arosta sakwazi futhi ukuthi uyeke futhi uyaqhubeka usaqala uyabhema njalo futhi uyaqhubeka uyabhema njalo
ngizwa kahle manje arosta meyikuphethe kuba njani nje kumuntu ongazi
inkinga mama kubahlungisisa awubi normal ngisabona kuba singasawusiyena umuntu ophilayo uphile ngisabona uyakhathala amathambo omzimba ungakwazi nalokwenza lutho ube namahloni usabe ngisho ukubuka umuntu angisabona ushawe isisi sibhlungu uzamule after 1 minute uyazamula after 1 minute uyazamula ngisabo shawe ekhanda kwesinye isikhathi engizelise kwesinye isikhathi ulalo kwesinye isikhathi umuthi uyalala futhi akulaleki dithama usilala ngeside uphendula ulale ngale bebuhlungu iqolo bebuhlungu umzimba wonke amathambo umzimba bese ngathi afasene sengathi mhlawumbe khona iwax or something ngaphakathi emzimbeni ngisabo leyo nto
so iya roast iphela kanjani
iphela ngokuthi uphinde uthenge elinye idamu futhi ushuka ubhema
barayisi ke masuloko zami
ya barayisi
umtholi methadone yabo methadone noma inkinga ne roast sister manje siyafisa nathi ukuyeke kodwa manje ayiyeke ngoba phela manje iyona isimuke wayiqala suyifaka esilingweni sathane ezima lesister endasazi singenza kanjani siyafisa nje noma uhulumeni asisize kube khona lawo ma rehab amahala ngoba khona bangakwazi uku-afford ukuthi ukhokhele rehab kini yabo njenganami nje mina ngeke bakwazi uku-afford kodwa mina sengikhathele yona iwunga yabo angazi ngenza kanjani ukuthi ngiyeke ngizama ngayo yonke indlela sometimes ukuthi ngike ngingabhemi for whole day kodwa izosho ukuthi ngiya egazini ngiyayidinga iyona eyisholo
manje imali uyithenga nithola kuphi
imali uyithenga sister sisebenza ngendlela engafani abanye bashaya isicapha abanye bacosha amakhalibhothi abanye ke bayasebenza nomali yabo kodwa-ke ekuseni ngoba ekuseni uthothi ufuna ukuqaqa mhlawumbe imali awukabi nayo uyakwazi mhlawumbe ukuthi ucabanga ukuthi uba umuntu ozwana naye ongaya kuyena akuboleke ube siyakwazi ukubhema sometimes mhlawumbe uyeke noma la usebenza khona ucelele umuntu wakho osebenza naye akunikeze imali uqaqa ubhema mina ya kukhona mina ngisebenzisa emathekisini ngishaya isicapha eSouth Beach yabo yona iwungake yangifica ngishaya isicapha ke mina and singonele ngisho umsebenzi sometimes angisakwazi ukusebenza whole day kanti bengisebenza mina every fucking day whole day ngisebenza ngiba nemali ngikwazi ukuya ngisho ekhaya ngibathengele lokho ngibathengela kona ngoba ekhaya ngihlala nogogo nomkhulu awisenandi ngiyakhumbula kodwa mina ke ngesizathu sokuthi angithandi ukona emphakathini nasekhaya ngoba ngiyazi ukuthi kunjani lento ngiyazi njengoba ngibhema ingangenza ngigcine sengenza izinto ezirong ingakho ngikhetha ukuthi ngingahlali ekhaya ngiya ngokubavakashela ya ngiyaya and uma ngithola imali nje kahle ngisebenzile ngiyakwazi ukubathengela ngisho igross angibahambisele
manje mawuvakashela ekhaya bese kubuza ukuthi usohlala kuphi
bayabuza ukuthi ngihlala kuphi yabo bayabona futhi ukuthi ngibheme unga ngoba ngangifihla kodwa bagcina bebonile nabo ke baswela amandla ize ngakaze ngikhulume lokuthi abangisize bangise rehab yabo yona ngiyafuna ukuthola usizo ngoba nginangisho iID yabo anginalutho kodwa kade ngakhula sengimdala yabo nje sister indaba ethi inkinga ndenza ngabe na ID ukuthi bengihlala nobaba ubaba washona ngasala nogogo nomkhulu sathi masithi siyoyenza nogogo nomkhulu kwathiwa kufunala incwadi yokushona kwababa noma ngihamba nama social work ahluleka ukuthi siye bahluleka ukungisiza ngihlalile futhi ema place of safety ngihlalile Alice ngahlala kaMthombo ngahlala endaweni eziningi even eNandi manje kodwa usizo angilitholi ngoba ungayikho right sister ngempela asithandi futhi ukubona abanye intsha esilandelayo ifuna ukujoin iwunga ngoba iyona into abasibambe ngayo le even nabo labantu abasidayisela iwunga is very wrong ngoba manje yabomuka wayibhema sister ama drugs siwabhemile sister kakhulu kodwa likhe elifana naleli linkinga linkinga sister linkinga and likwenza uxabane nomndeni wakho yabo siyabantu siyaphila si right kodwa inkinga iwunga
manje nithola
iwunga phela sister angithi ifika nabo labantu bokufika ibona laba okuyibona basibulalayo ngoba yabona ngempela sister iwunga hayi mina sister angithandi nje ukuyibhema angazi sengiyibheme kakhulu and futhi ayisizeli ayinamphumela yabo ekugcineni uyakubona mina bengisonta sister isonta ngihamba isonta and sometimes ngengithandaze even ngingedwa ngibone iwunga hayi ze satanism ngempela isatanism ngoba manje iheavy ine power ikwazi ukucindezela lento icindezele yona uhlupheke through yona sister Whoonga sister yabo nje mina nginengane ngiyafisa ingane yami ukuthi ingakibheme nezinye zabanye abantu ngiyayifisela ukuthi zingayibheme nabanye abasilandelayo ngithi bafethu ningayijoyini Whoonga wena ongakayibhemi nje ungayibhemi ngoba muke wayibhema uyinkinga even umngani wakhe ethi ucela ushaya amabili nqaba ungavumi yabo insangu umubhema insangu ibheke insangu ibhema idami elincane ungalithatha uthatha idami leli insangu lojwayelekile ngoba ayinkinga ngempela inkinga.
Akulungile madodana.
Manje amaphoyisa anwasabi.
Saba wabuya shaya.
Ayinshaya. Kusuke sokwenza njani amaphoyisa mesenishaya?
Yazi. Kodwa shaya.
Ayinshaya. So ungasho ukuthi amaphoyisa ayinhlukumeza?
Ngasho.
Awungitshele njengoba uhlala la eDalton ngimisa kanjani njengomuntu wesifazane?
Nama ngisathanda kodwa mengase ngithole indawo njenge-rehab ngayeka ukubhema. Uku-rehab ngase ngithole usizo kanjalo ngayeka ukubhema.
Ekhaya ukhumbula ma?
Ngiyakhumbula.
Ukuphi ekhaya?
Semlazi.
Semlazi. Usaya kodwa usavakasha?
Ade ngagcina.
Kade wagcina. Usunesikhathi esingakanani uhlala eDalton?
3 months, 4 months.
Na 4 months. Ngaphambi kwalokho ubukade uhlala kuphi?
Epark.
Kuyiphi ipark?
Whoonga Park.
Kuyiphi angibuyele igama ma?
Whoonga Park.
Wenihlala eWhoonga Park. Yini yenza ukuthi nithuthele la uzohlala la eDalton?
Mina angazi phela abanye mina ngayihambela.
Wayihambela. Okay. Njengomuntu wesifazane mekhona idingo usesikhathini wenze njani?
Njengoba sibhema siye esikhathini.
So uma ubhema iWhoonga awuye esikhathini? Nakho kufika uhambe ngelinye ilanga ukuthi ube nomndeni. Ufisa ukwenzani? Mhlawumbe kukhona umsebenzi ofisa ukwenza noma ungene ebhizinisini? Nawo
Usafiki vele
no. Angithanda ukuba environmental health. Ngiba umhlolo zempilo.
Waqeda esikoleni?
Ngagcina 8.
Yini usungaqeda?
Angithi nje lento esibhemayo.
Waqala usase high school? Waqala kanjani?
Ngabangani nje sibheme. Azangena.
Then yini yenza ukuthi ushiye ekhaya ukuthi uzohlala ePaza?
Phela nje lento iyasitshontshisa uyatshontsha baze bakhathale kini bathi hamba ngoba uyabhema ubuye ungasabhemi ngoba uyantshontsha.
Uyithola kuphi imali yokufunyiwe manje uhlala?
Phela indoda yami yangiphantela.
Unendoda yakho? Ihlala khona lana? Uyakuphantela? Mayikuphantela ikhosha kanjani? Igama kanjani imali? Ithola kanjani imali?
Bayizama eThekwini ngaphakathi badayise ikhwama. Ngisathola imali.
Indoda yakho
abuye awasha ama-tax.
Manje indoda yakho yahlangana ngophi na?
La eThekwini.
eThekwini.
Ngiyaphila.
Umuntu bani owakuphi?
Igama lami ngosiyabonga Nqumane. Ifarm lami indawo yamasemafarm sikaswayimani uDlamini ngase Maritzburg idolobha lesi kodwa ilokishi la eMlazi kwaye ngaPP kahle kahle ngokusuka kwami ekhaya ngisuke ngingathanda ekhaya ngenxa yokuthina abantu sebengifunisa kwenyamazane befuna ukungibulala yabo. And then after that ngokuthini kade sihlala endini 6 room kade sibanga kade siba u5 singabafana sonke akekho umuntu wesimama abazali sebeshila umama nobaba umama mpela nobaba uNcumane kuyibona akade abantu ade besiphilisa umama wami ongizala nobaba wami ongizala bashona sasala sodwa sabafana kwaqala ke sesenza lezi zinto umuntu eseganga esengena ama drugs ade ngifunda mina ngihola imali ama social worker njalo ngenyanga ehlezi ngene imali social worker liphela usilanda losithengela ngisho into zokugqoka sithenga ngisho ukudla sifunda phi esikoleni ngala kwa PP khona elokushini kwa PP eMlazi kwaMathanda High School ka standard 6 ngithe ngiqeda ukufunda ngithe ngisafunda standard 6 ngasiyeka isikole ngokuthi sengibhema ama drugs sengizwana noloko ngaqala ngaganga ngilwe ngitshontsha ngingasathandi ngilwe ngitshontsha nabanye bentshontsha kanjalo abafithi bengifana kahle nami ukutshontsha ngingathanda yabo imali thola ukuthi isima yabo ekhaya thola ukuthi nomba usebhekela iside lapho ukuthi uzolala edleni yabo yona lento igcina sengigqekeza sengiganga ngibamba inkunzi ayibo lonto ngokuthini isinko singusidla asikho nginamali nginalutho yabo after that okay sayiphila lo mpilo nabafethu ngasuka emva kwaloko ngahamba nje sengile edropini ngithina abantu bese befuna ukungibulala ngeza la edropini abafethu abaningi bangibona nabafethu abasekhaya bayasho bathi mfowethu yini ekusekhaya ngwana wena mehleli kamnandi nawe ekhaya kanje yizi siyazi zonke iphutha shuthi kunomunye ubaba engamgqekezela ngokuthi kunesidongo sengikusuka la uya lapha egate lase rank lo baba lo shuthi ubaba uNhlanhla ngiyakwazi kwakhe lo baba lo shuthi ngamgqekezela ngathatha iDVD na amplifier TV ngayithatha lo nto ngayifihle ekhaya okay ngithini silambile ayikho into esidla endlini siphilela sodwa sabafana futhi ngifihle lezi zinto umfethu angafuni ukuthi zidayise lezi zimpahla afuna sizibuke khona la ekhaya ngithe ngisadayisa iketelo neayina kuphela kulezi zinto ngispintshe umngane wethu omunye sibhema naye i-drugs khona la yabo asipimpe kuyena lo muntu asho ukuthi hayi umuntu abantshontshe impahla zakho ubani baba kasendaweni ukuthi uzoyifica kwemani afike umnini wempahla afica ayithola endlini mayifika ufika mina akangithola endlini uyahamba ujiyunze umtshela abafowethu lapha sekhaya ukuthi sicela mphathise zona lezi mpahla yibusele kwakhe yabo ngoba yize noma iketelo neayina sengingasekho yabo okay fine understand kube sengathi into ayidlulisayo mase ring ucingo khona esakhuluma nomfethu wayephethe isibhamu ngesandla lo baba ngoba unesibhamu ahlukani naso shuthi lo baba lo mase emva kwaloko akhulume nomfethu athi wena impahla zami ntshutshele nasho ukuthi hayi umfana la ekhaya omncane wena ogangile kanje nje le impahla ufikile asho ukuthi ezala eduzane uthi untshutshele kude kanje yabo okay axoliseke okay kube umuntu ozokhokha namhlanje iketelo neayini yabo suka emva kwaloko sister ahambe lo muntu emphathisa impahla zakhe ibuyisele kwakhe egcineni ebusuku uhlangana nomunye abantu engibaziyo aba-3 ubaba uNgcobo uMapholo basuzoba umunye ubaba be-3 wabathengela ibhodlela awuthuna nogoloko namakesa awu2 abhi ama-black label namakhaseli nesiminofu ewu2 amabhodlela wabathengela wathi bafuna abayekhaya boshisa ngalo desi bayenza lonto vele sebeshisile ekhaya bafika endlini akukho umuntu angithi thina sabalekile ukuthi labantu bazosibamba basibulala ngoba baphatha nesibhamena lo baba uNhlanhla yabo okay mefika endlini athi abona iyalenga ngidi khiwe endlini akukho umuntu yabo and futhi uyabuka asikho kwathini kwana nami ngisabalekile ngisivakashile ngisaya ekhaya kamakhutha yabo ngivakashele khona ngisabalele story nabafethu abadala balala ngendlini ukuthini basaba bazi bangabuya nomnene ebusuku yabo ngempela bakhiye endlini bahambe bona bafika ebusuku la ngo1:30 kanti kwakumngcowa kwakumlindelo omunye umfethu abathi ubonga umuso abafethu babe khona babe babona beshona ngasekhaya bebefika ekhaya bafika kulenga ingidi bavele badonsa patrol bangene ngewindi ngale bambombozela upatrol imantrasi yonke into bashisa washo
manje uhlelisa kangakanani la eDalton
yabo le Dalton ngingasho ukuthi sephelile inyanga ezu3 ngisanda ukufika wona ngaphela unyaka waphela unyaka shuthi ke usho umuzi osekhaya okay bavuka amakhelwane hayi bukuyasha kamakhelwane bazama ukucima uvula ubhamuka kakhulu umlilo ungafuni ukucima umlilo yabo after that ungafuni ukubhamuka umlilo abantu basuke bathela ngenhlabathi luthi ubhamuka umlilo uzibabona uzoqhuma isigubhu ngoba umlilo usondela eduze isigubhu kusho yonke into ezibalekile incwadi ama-ID yonke into anginalutho ngisho certificate kwasana yabo nje ngila angithandi mami isimo sokuthi angisanayo ikhaya lami ekuyilona street engafeke ngihlale kulona ngwalashiswa umunye ubaba and akafihli uyasho ukuthi la ngibona khona uyongidubula umuntu okhona kwakhe wemanje uhlala emzini wakhe nezingane zakhe and nginofakazi nqwaba babekhona abazi
abaliwe omakhelwane engababiza nje babe khona abanye abazi ukuthi uyena washisa ekhaya ehamba nobantu abathathu bawushisa umuzi wasekhaya athi-ke emva kwalokho usushile umuzi wasekhaya ngabona ukuthi yinto esengizoyiphilela ukuthi ngihlale nabantu basekhaya abakhona ngoba abaningi sebeyangisaba even ngisho ekhaya basho ukuthi buka
manje ungasizakala kanjani uma kuthiwa khona umuntu ofisa ukukusiza unaso nje kokuqala isifiso sokusuka la eDalton siqale lapho?
Yebo Nkosi yami ngifisa bona isifiso Nkosi yami ukuthi ngizama ukuthi kahle kahle mina ngabe kade ngisukile la into esengivimbile le drugs esengilibhema iwunga kahle kahle iwunga mina ngikhiphela iqiniso mntama ngisengiyayibhema yabo ngiyayibhema kodwa ngomthetho angisayifuni isingene kakhulu egazini ngokuthi even ngisho noma ngayibhemile ngikhululeki angikwazi ngisho ukwenza angikwazi ngisho ukusukuma noma ngiphiswe isisu ngihambe ngiyothola asemthe yabo angenzi ilutho
manje ushimendinga uyikhulula niyakuphi
yabo nje lento inkinga apha amathumbu semthatha kube sengathi adabuka phakathi kube sengathi ayabopheka kunento ayigwaqula ngaphakathi manje yabo mengishaya lento vele kube sengathi ngingatholetha manje same time yabo meli ngekho itholethe eduzane ma kuyonakala kukhuluma siyehle ngemlenze straight kukhuluma siyehle ngemlenze ngoba manje isuke ephuma ngempela manje lento inkinga
cabanga kakhulu
yebo mama yabonga
sithatha malini malini 150 ukusishaya thatha how long?
How many days?
How many days?
1 day.
1 day?
Yeah, 3 hours.
And then uzofuna yini message?
Mangiqeda usiqeda nje.
Cha phela uzosiqeda usiqeda and then sobe sesiyakushaya ngithi.
Yeah.
And then ma
mhlambe after 3 hours.
Uzofuna omunye 150.
Yepha ngizohamba ngiphandle. Engiwashiya imoto yabo.
It's coke. Manje imoto mayiwasha malini?
Imoto. Hayi roach.
Iroach man 50 rand.
50 rand.
When you say so 3 ube grind.
Yeah. Ngiyasatshela kodwa nathi sisathanda ukuyibhema sesiphoqwe isimo nje mfethu ukuthi uyagula uma ungayibhemile siwudokotela wakho kahle siwudokotela ngoba manje
uma ufuna ukuya kwi-rehab kwenzakalani
hayi sengingaboshwa 5 years ngaphuma kodwa ngaphinda ngayibhema kululu ye ngoba manje abangani bayakufaka yabo ngayi rehab uphinde ubuye kodwa usale naba abangani abayibhemayo kululu ye into izwe ukuthi nje ugoduke emafamu
ayikho nemafamu
ayikho emafamu ayikho
ngiyabuzwa
sure
Please introduce yourself and the unit that you are working for.
Okay, my name is Musa Shembe. I'm a senior manager from CreativeArtsStudents unit. We fall under the Community and Emergency Services of the Durban municipality under Deputy City Manager Dr. Musa Kumede.
Okay, can you tell us more about the Kalagabusha Albert Park intervention?
Okay, Kalagabusha Albert Park intervention is something that came into our realization in 2013 when we first undertook a profiling of the people that we found to be habiting open spaces like the parks and any other open spaces within the municipal area. And then what we then did, because there was a concern that was raised by some taxi owners near where they were located, and when they were concerned, they then raised the issue with SAPS and Metro Police that they were going to barricade the street because they are getting frustrated by the people there. So what we then did as Safer Cities, in collaboration with other partners that we engaged with, we undertook a profiling exercise because there were misconceptions that the people that were inhabiting the parks were the illegal immigrants who were abusing drugs at those open spaces. So as a city, we decided that we will not be able to intervene if we don't know who we're dealing with. So what we did as a result, we did a profiling exercise where we wanted to obtain information about the people that are there and also to determine the reason why they are inhabiting the park. And through that profiling, we also wanted to ensure that there is positive relationship that are established between the community of Albert Park and the people, because we're not sure, because we're quite concerned about issues of xenophobia and everything else after we have been advised that these are the legal immigrants.
Okay, so you did profiling, and so what did you drill down to your aims and objectives of the intervention?
The interventions were aimed at identifying who is the person that is on the street and why they were there. So our profiling actually helped us to understand that most of the people that were there are South Africans on the main. Out of the 354 people that we interviewed, we found that about 345 were South African citizens. And from there, we then decided to come up with the intervention which we called Kalagabusha Social Intervention.
Can you share with us some success stories if you have?
Within the Kalagabusha Social Intervention, we had a multi multidisciplinary approach that we employed, where we brought on board different departments from the provincial and local government, as well as the NGO sector. We came together, we crafted the intervention that had 7 plans. One was dealing with the outreach and screening, whereby we're going right to the people at the Albert Park, finding out those that wanted to be assisted, because we found that when they were doing the profiling, most of them said, we want to go back to our homes, we want to be rehabilitated, we do not want to deal with drugs, to get hooked into drugs, we want to quit drugs. Others were saying we wanted to go back to school, others were saying I just need an ID so that I can fend for myself, others were saying I just need a shelter. So those were the issues that they were raising. So our approach was that we need to come up with an integrated process whereby we coordinate all these interventions. So we came up with 7 interventions that we focus on, the one being the outreach program, where our field workers were going out to the park, getting a card where people were saying who they are, why they want to be assisted on, and then once we got those number of people, then we refer them to the Niseli Center. At the Niseli Center, we had already organized the UNISA, social work students from Brightside Project. We had already organized Department of Social Development to come up with a social worker that is going to do the actual intervention, the psychosocial support for those people. And at that level, we found that most of the people wanted to be taken for rehabilitation, to inpatient rehabilitation. Whilst on the other hand, we were looking for outpatient treatment for those that wanted to go back home and be treated. We engaged with the Department of Health at a provincial level, and then they were able to identify some of the clinics that could actually provide community-based care to do the detoxification and treatment of substance abuse. So at that level, because most of the people were on the street, and some were saying, I do not want to go back home before I get treated. So we found those challenges there. But what is the success story in all that we have done in the range of plans, the 7 plans that I'm talking about, although I have not alluded to all of them, I've just alluded to just 2. The 7 plans, amongst them was the issue of ID. We managed to get people ID documents. About 40 people have received their IDs as we speak right now. And then out of those that received the IDs, there were those that were taken to the rehabilitation center after they've gone through the psychosocial support. And then the rehabilitation center in the past year, at the beginning of last year, towards the end of last year, we took about 25 people, but most of them absconded. It was a time before we could actually get into the psychosocial intervention, where we are saying, because these people are on the street, we need to work with them on an ongoing basis, prepare them, motivate them before they are taken. The first group, we just went from the street to the rehabilitation center, but only 5 managed to stay there, and then they were rehabilitated. But the second group that we engaged, the 18 people, went there after they've been prepared. They went there in June 2014. They were prepared enough, and then about 11 of them completed the program. 4 of them were asked to leave because they were infighting at the rehabilitation center. So they were forced to, although they wanted to stay, but due to the fact that they failed to adhere to the rules and regulations, they were asked to leave.
Rehabilitation center, what other stakeholders, maybe NGOs, assisting you in the intervention program?
Okay, we have the Niseli Center, that's an NGO that we work with. We have the Akona Council of Churches, we have IK, we have the CPFs that are within the CBD. And we have another NGO called Wellness Trust. That NGO is the one that we work with in terms of the ID documentation. And then we had another NGO that works with us in terms of sports and recreation. So those are the NGOs that we work with. But on the side of the departments, we're working with Department of Social Development, Department of Health, we're working with Department of Correctional Services, we're working with SAPS and Metropolis, we're working with Community Participation and Action Support, and we work with Human Settlement, as well as a Department of Sports and Recreation. Those are the departments that we work with.
All right. Now, just wrapping up, are there other initiatives similar to this that the city municipality is involved in?
The other initiatives that we are involved in is that we are establishing what is called local drug action committees. We have divided or clustered the city into 17 zones, and on those zones we have established these committees. The committee's main objective is to ensure that there is prevention of drug and substance abuse, there is education campaign, there is training of people that are actually involved in dealing with drug and substance abuse. We're also looking at research elements. So basically, we're dealing with harm reduction in terms of drug and substance abuse, and demand reduction in terms of substance abuse. Those are the interventions that we are focusing on in terms of these established committees. Amongst those committees, we have all these departments that I've spoken about. They are participating in each and every one of them, although not all departments feature in those. And also, we once we have that in all the municipal area, all the zones, we are looking at identifying in each of those zones an NGO that is going to deliver on the Galagabusha intervention, specifically within that particular area. Some have been identified. They already started some work with the people, and just last week we had people that were coming from the ones that were released from the rehabilitation center, and they are now looking for employment. and we are trying to work with them, with other stakeholders, to find them employment. And one of them is busy doing the school visits with the social partners that are involved in the local drug action committees. He's doing the field visits at the different schools, talking about drug and substance abuse, just to sensitize young people about the dangers of drug and substance abuse. He's very keen and very motivated to prevent drug and substance abuse among the young people. But over and above that, we also have other organizations like Careline, who have established a base in Emolweni. They are working with the people there who have actually come out to say, yes, I'm actually finding it difficult dealing with drugs. I do want to quit drugs. So they are working with them. We have established a satellite working with Emolweni as well as SAPS and Careline. So there are things that are happening in the various areas that are aimed at dealing with drug and substance abuse. But there are other NGO interventions done by your anti-drug forums in Chatsworth, the LDACs that are involved in Phoenix, with other NGOs that are already doing some work in respect of drug and substance abuse. There are a range of them, but we are trying to coordinate through these committees so that whatever that we are doing, we work together for a common purpose.
Okay, thank you so much. Now, in conclusion, what message would you give to the people of the municipality who would have similar challenges like Albert Park? How do they contact you, and what resources are available to assist them?
Okay. If there are people that find a similar situation within their neighborhoods, what we need to do is to link up with the local councillor first. In each and every ward, most of the wards, it might not be all, but most of the wards have what we call expanded public works program, lay councillors that are dealing with substance abuse. So they're called EPWP substance abuse councillors, right? So each ward would have that. This person is linked to a councillor, and the councillor is supposed to be responsible for the LDAC as well. So they will know what is happening in each and every LDAC. And then once they know, I mean, the councillor is aware, he is being part of the LDAC, they will then be able to deal with the problem as a collective with all the stakeholders that we are talking about. It might not be similar to what has happened in the CBD. It might be different. It depends on the dynamics of that particular space and area. What NGOs are there that are able to support? Like in the CBD, we have Dennis Hill that is supporting this initiative. But in other areas, there might not be NGOs that are able to support. But you need to come up with some mechanisms that will be able to also support these interventions. So what we are appealing to the community of Ethekwini is that they need to work with our local structures that are there dealing with the drug and substance abuse. The clinics also, what we call the community health centers, are also having social workers there that are dealing with drug and substance abuse. They've been trained. There are psychologists, there are doctors that are also dealing with the same thing. Those that can stay at home and get support from their parents, from their support systems, they can attend the treatment at the local clinic rather than waiting to be taken to an inpatient treatment, which is, we only have one in Durban, unfortunately. So because of that, the health department have organized the various CHCs to bring the treatment into a CHC so they can go there. One thing that I need to also emphasize is that once a person has said he wants to be assisted, he needs a lot of support from any person. It could be a significant other, it could be a parent, it could be a relative, it could be a neighbor, it could be anybody else, because the drug that they've ventured into is very destructive and very addictive. So it is not easy for a person to come out of the drug easily. If he is shunned away by the community or by the parent or by any significant other, that person would never reach a stage where he says, I am now willing to quit drugs. Because there is a study that was done in Watabega quite recently. I've just been, I would say I have that opportunity of going through that case, that research document. What I found there is that the people, most of them, those that are in drugs, say that if they were made aware of the dangers of drugs before, they would not have ventured into the drugs. So what the message I'm saying is that we need to raise this awareness in whatever platform that we have. I mean, for me, the drug Whoonga, the one that we are confronted with, should be dealt with the same way we dealt with HIV and AIDS, because it's killing the nation, basically. Because we've never had a situation where we have 1,000 of people that just congregate and take drugs in any particular state. If I could remember, I've never seen such a situation. But it is actually devastating to the community, and the community will actually say, I don't want to do anything about these people. But if we're not doing anything, then it means we are losing the young people of today. Who then is going to be the next leader? Who is going to be the next future? So we are losing a lot of young people. The drop-off rates that are being reported in the media, it's because of drug and substance abuse on the main. The report that the minister talked about in terms of the minister for the commissioner for South African Police Services, he talked about the level of crime that is associated with drugs is the highest in the country. But if efforts are not made by any other government departments or the NGO or the business for that matter, we will then be moving into a ditch, so to speak. Exactly.
Whoonga Park. As you can see, the people who reside in this place, they have no privacy. Hence, the medication can be seen, pain block for relief of pain and fever. This is medication prescribed from Eddington Hospital. It will, as you can see, it will expire. This is what we have. It's a medication which was collected at Eddington Hospital, which will only expire in 2015, in September 2015, which goes to show that this medication was received recently. It's something that is very current. So this is the environment at Dalton Whoonga Park. We also have here, this is pain block. Looks like the person who received this medication was in pain for them to receive stuff. Yeah. This is another medication also from Eddington Hospital. As you can see, the environment, these are the conditions at Whoonga Park. It is amazing how these people they're calling this place a home, because there is no privacy, there are no beds, and yet they reside here. Some of them have even found partners. They have partners who hustle for them and take care of them. In all this debt, it's a dirty place. It looks like we thought the eThekwini municipality had managed to sort the problem by cleaning out Albert Park, but it seems like it's a situation of just moving from Albert Park to Dalton Whoonga Park.
What up?
I'm down to see them still now, you Baba ufuna zomthoma unyakatha ngejam kancane baba we baba ufuna zomthoma woza siqaqha ujam kancane baba ufuna zomthoma baba khona lapha baba ufuna zomshona bawo Kula makumbane awo awuphakathi running visa phela yini Baba ufuna zomthoma Baba ufuna zomthoma.
This is crazy stuff. They are singing gospel music while smoking whoonga. On the other hand, I certainly hope that God will come down and intervene in this place, because they are still calling on his name. They know who he is, in spite of everything, in spite of all the debt, in spite of all the drugs and the whoonga in this place. They somehow know how to praise the Lord.
It's a wrap.
Thank you. It's a wrap from Dalton, Whoonga Park. My name is Thando Mbogazi. Thank you to the crew with Female Production. It's been a long day, but very exciting. And as we get to hear the side of the Whoonga users, it's a wrap.